Now, the cathedral is much more than a tourist spot. It stands as a symbol for a nation and its history. The fire torched the building's core, and it also left a hole in the hearts of thousands of French nationals, both there and even here in Wilmington. Andrew James heard from students impacted by this tragedy on UNCW's campus and joins us in studio now with more.
Amanda, as I spoke to two French students, the same words seemed to come up: history, symbol, and culture, but also shock and a sense of disbelief that history could go up in flames.
Couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Neither could those here and around the world. Flames and smoke billowing out of the Notre Dame Cathedral. Back here on the UNCW campus, thousands of miles away, but for some, all too close to home.
It's more than also a building. There is a story also that was built around this building.
NASTASIA KIMMEL would know. She's a native Parisian now taking part in an exchange program here. She and Nicolas Rouvière have found it hard to not stay glued to a screen.
Even like if not like religious, like the cathedral is one of the biggest monuments in Paris. Like it's a big symbol.
One of the most visited, and even for us it's a symbol. Like it means a lot. So I'm also worrying about how I will see it again.
Worry and also warranted questions as to how this day of infamy could come.
A fire should be prevented, especially on that kind of monument.
The cathedral has stood tall for more than 800 years.
It survived the wars of religion. It survived the French Revolution. It became a temple of reason for a while. It returned to being a cathedral.
Doctoral professor VIBEKE OLSEN knows it very well. She studied the cathedral's architecture from the inside.
It survived World War I. It survived World War II. It's not surviving this fire.
The world saw that was the case as the timber spire toppled. As it fell, so did thousands of hearts in and out of France.
For me, it's like losing one huge part of like the French culture.
Now, Amanda, Professor Olsen had more to tell me as well. The fact that she also had several colleagues that were currently studying the cathedral as it was undergoing those restorations we heard about.
Well, you know, when you think about their work, for what purpose was that work for? Yeah,
well, these are architectural folks, and one of them actually did an entire laser scan of the interior of the cathedral. So there's 3D blueprints that the state of France could probably use at a later time.
To try to rebuild.
Possibly so.
And they're saying not all of it was destroyed. So there is some hope there. We're talking decades and decades, over, 800 years that it's been there. Yep. Amazing.
And each day we'll probably hopefully have more information on how bad it really was.
Absolutely. Thank you for getting that local reaction there. Thank you for that report, Andrew.